Now, this base here ultimately doesn't go anywhere. There was nothing inside of it leading me to believe that they just despawned anything and everything of value and then quit the server. But it's because of the mistake I make here that ultimately allows me to save my base from being raided while I'm out and about. So let me shut up here and you can just see for yourself what ends up happening.
That might have been a mistake. Ah well.
You picked the wrong
As
fight!
the snake strikes, so do I! Halt in the name of Set!
Now, needless to say, I was super surprised to see this monstrosity sitting next to my base. When I built this, I fully expected that the only way anyone would be able to raid it would be by setting up a full tower of their own and putting a trebuchet on top of it and bombing it from a distance. So I do have to give props for Aphrodite thinking outside of the box, trying to do this. It it was pretty clever. I'll give him that. It was pretty damn clever. Now, this went on for some time, and it was mostly me just sitting on top of base harassing Aphrodite as he continued trying to rebuild his ladder to get on top of my base, and me just bombing it out and hardcore harassing him, and he eventually got fed up with that and started bombing out the pyramid I had down below, as well as my gatehouse and courtyard area. And after a little while of this and whatnot, me continuing to bomb out his tower and him just bombing everything he could get to, I decided I was just gonna run over to his base and start blowing up his shit too, instead of sitting on top of my tower. And at some point, I ended up getting a little bored, and I saw that Grim and Modvic were in a Discord, and I hopped in to talk with them because playing by yourself can get kind of boring.
Yep, they got vaults under the water.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, this dipshit's rebuilding his tower gatehouse thing.
Just wait for him to climb and then just blow it up. It's up on the top, right?
Und cosa.
That was a good laugh. It's like
Yeah, I got
cat-
tired of shooting smoke arrows here, so I went and grabbed the sorcery stuff and I summoned darkness, and he fell halfway down his ladder here.
I want to tell him, be like, dude, there's no way you guys are good.
What, broken thoughts?
Their fucking whole clan. Like I thought they were good. Literally, Dennis. You should. I spanked him.
Who's playing again?
It's Six's clan, Forgotten Silk. Climb up here, I think. Just be sure to watch behind you. This person going up the ladder could have seen us.
Now, after this, Aphrodite called it quits here. We spent all of Raid Night just going back and forth and getting nowhere. So I ended up slapping down some more thralls, and you can see the Lord of the Rings roleplay names. I gave all of them. And then I wanted to know whether or not I could, if it was possible to try blowing up his underwater vaults, which for a casual server, just having unraidable vaults was super cheesy. But because of the square central thing he had going down between the vaults, I knew that I could place bombs on them and that it might be possible to do enough damage to blow them up. So I logged back in really early in the morning and set up a vault of my own a little further away from him in an attempt to try and, deal some damage and raid him back. And I ended up listening into an entire conversation which was pretty unexpected and kind of hilarious. So I decided to include it in here even though it's not really necessary. Just because how often do you end up it's not very often you get to listen into a conversation while you're trying to place bombs on somebody's base.
Oh,
wait.
hell yeah. Oh, black cat. Nice. Holy
There you go.
shit. No way. That's a big fucking house. Which one is that big one?
Oh, it just shows up as that sometimes. It's just a normal cat, but they show up weird sometimes.
Oh, nice.
They
Thank
show
you
up
so
as pumas. Oh my god, of course.
much. Hell yeah. Thanks. 'Cause
Oh, of course.
I got on and I was over at the city just looking for more.
Oh, yeah, we just grab them anytime we're there.
Hell yeah. You guys are awesome. Wait,
No
so
problem.
how did you guys do last night? Did they get anything from you guys?
Oh, no. Okay, so it was an absolute mess last night. We went to go raid Dilfs, but Gilray was already there, so we countered him. But then Horny started raiding our base, as a joke, so we had to abandon that and come back. And then nobody was there. And then Heavy Metal and fucking his troop showed up and they started to raid us again. And then we killed them. We killed Artissimo because he tried to counter. And then I know. And then we went to go raid Horny, and then Gilray tried to help, and then tried to counter, and then tried to blow up our vault, which was definitely against the rules. And then we got into Horny's stuff, which he had already moved everything. But we just grabbed everything and ran once Gilray tried to quote unquote counter. And then we just left.
Oh man, dang.
It was
So you guys were busy, huh?
Yeah, we were busy. It was insane.
Nice. But good thing you guys held it together though. You guys are
Yeah, we killed all of Perfect Harmony actually. There were only 3 of them. Jet, wait, who wasn't on? Brock wasn't on. and so we killed them eventually, and they left, and then they went to go raid 6, and that's when like Ash went over there and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't think they got anything from 6 either. They just like got
Hopefully
in the
not.
base. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Ash
nuked it all.
told
I
me
think.
she killed Michelle, like, a
Oh
lot.
no!
Yeah, she was. And then she said something about Horny that he was causing trouble, but she could barely
Oh.
understand what was being said. But
Yeah, he was
Michelle
talking
causing
major
trouble.
shit in the chat, trying to piss us off and stuff. Saying that we like failed, but we didn't raid him to get any loot. We just raided him because he tried to bomb our base a bit.
Right. I thought you guys were cool.
We were, but like the past 2 nights, he set off a bunch of bombs like on our base during raid time, and so we were like, okay, like we're not gonna just let you do that and
Right. Oh shit.
run away. Yeah, it was
Wait.
weird.
Grab this. Grab.
Oh.
One second.
Uh-oh.
That was worth a shot. Yeah, that's fine.
So with that attempted raid going about as well as could be expected, I ended up just roaming around for a little bit and whatnot, and eventually this caught my eye in chat. Now I've decided to speed up this fight because the lag starts kicking in and I end up getting frustrated by it, and yeah, I'm just not able to do anything during this fight eventually. It's just where he's landing hits from out of nowhere and I can't hit him for anything, so yeah, it's not really that interesting or entertaining.
Yeah, no, not with this ping. No. Okay, you shithead! I got off the horse to fight you and you're gonna pull this shit? Shithead! Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Now, I'm not mad here because he's killed this horse of mine. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, I can just get another horse. I have them stockpiled in a fridge at this moment, and they don't take that long to level, but it's more so the principle of what he's doing, because he came to my base and demanded that I come down to fight him while I was out doing other things. So I came back to base, and I had the opportunity, as you can see, you can go back and look, I had a lance in my hotbar here. I could have taken the super cheesy and scummy route here and just came up from behind him while he was standing there telling me to come down and fight him, and hit him from behind with a lance and taken him for half or a third or whatever damage lances do now. But instead I decided, you know what, let's play this fair, let's keep this nice and clean, and yeah, and then he ends up doing this, which is why I'm pretty frustrated in this moment. Now, as you can see here, the lag just got absolutely surreal. It drops to like 1 frame a second here for me, and then stays at like 7 for the entire fight and shit like that. And what should have been a fun fight, and I wanted it to be a fun fight, because Aphrodite and I are pretty evenly matched when the ping is on my side, and there's a lot of back and forth. And granted, it can drag out for a little while because we're pretty evenly matched, but this just became a frustrating mess of swinging wildly and flailing blindly, trying to land a single hit while taking damage from out of nowhere, and it soured the rest of the evening for me. I just sat on the top of my base waiting to see if anybody would come to try and raid me, and then logged off for the night, and that was pretty much it for the raid weekend. It was over, that was it, it was done. And yeah, and I didn't really do anything for the rest of the week, but I did come back the next raid weekend for their final weekend, and that was pretty fun. It was probably one of the best highlights I've had so far for their 3.0 update here. And yeah, you'll get to see that in the next video.
Hmm?